gamers. So the other day, I was browsing Reddit and I stumbled upon this post. Most content creators are currently or have significantly reduced their playtime. It seems like the only true content creator still going full speed is Loranity, but I've seen her interested in playing WoW as well. Hello gamers, it's Loranity, and today I've got a bit of a different video for you. For the past year, I've made it my personal goal to answer all common GW2 questions. And usually that's stuff like picking a class or getting gear. But there is one different kind of question that I get almost every single stream. How do you play GW2 every single day without getting burned out, without getting bored? So today I want to answer that question. How is it possible that I've played GW2 for 14,000 hours and I'm still having so much fun? I've boiled down the answer into 10 simple life lessons. Because clearly you should take your life lessons from somebody that's played a single video game for 14,000 hours. Clearly. Lesson 1. Play other games. Let me just start off by saying that I am not the last GW2 streamer. Content creators aren't just machines, and just like anyone else, we also like to play other games sometimes. Never force yourself to play GW2 if you don't feel like it. If you're not having fun, just go play some other games for a bit. GW2 is the perfect game to play casually. The game doesn't have a sub fee, so you don't need to resubscribe when you want to play again. You just launch the game, no need to take out your wallet. Your gear also doesn't get outdated, so even after a break, you can just get straight back into endgame. While I've personally never taken a really long break, I do like to spice things up. So I also play a lot of Final Fantasy XIV and also occasionally WoW Classic. Honestly, every time I play Classic WoW, I learn to appreciate how convenient GW2 is.
Lara's like, oh, you know, I'm too scared. I'm too scared of dying. Lara needs to log in.
I'm not playing Horde, Teapot. It is not happening. Lesson 2. Work towards goals. In a lot of other MMOs, it is always really clear what you should be doing next. Level up more and grind better gear. But in GW2, you get max level and max gear really fast. And after that, a lot of players aren't quite sure what to do. GW2 gives you the freedom to set your own goals. And if you're coming from a different MMO, that can feel a bit strange. There are a ton of possible goals though. Maybe you want to complete the whole story or get all the masteries. Maybe you want to get achievements or hunt for legendaries. I think having a clear goal you are working towards makes the game way more fun. For example, I really like doing my daily fractals, but I enjoy them even more by knowing that by doing them, I am getting a little bit closer towards my next shiny legendary, and that I am also progressing towards my fractal goddess title. I've been working on getting full legendary gear for years now, and that is definitely one of those things that keeps me logging in. I'm almost done. I'm just working on getting the last couple of dual wield weapons, and once I'm done with that, I think I'm gonna be saving up for some contracts. I think just playing GW2 is a lot of fun, but it's even more fun if you feel like you're working towards something. Lesson 3. Pace yourself. Don't grind 12 hours a day towards your next legendary. When you're working on a big goal like this, I think it's also really important not to overdo it. Grinding gold for 12 hours a day is a surefire way to burn yourself out and probably not even finish it. You gotta make sure you still wanna play more once your goal is done, otherwise that legendary isn't gonna be useful at all. It's totally okay to play the game a lot, but doing the same thing over and over is bound to make you feel exhausted. I see this time and time again when people are working on their first legendary. You have time, you don't need to finish the legendary today. My advice is to work on these goals a tiny bit every single day, because that way you will get there eventually, but you will have a much better time doing it. Lesson 4. It's okay to be dumb. When I clean my inventory, I sometimes just don't feel like putting up sell listings. And then I just insta-sell stuff, and people in my chat are horrified. This might end up being a hot take, but in my opinion, the most important part of playing video games is just to have fun. Sometimes it's a lot of fun to play optimally, but if you just want some of that sweet dopamine, it is also totally okay to press that insta-sell button. Oh gosh, I can already read the YouTube comments about this one. You have to do this farm every day, because the rewards are really good. You have to do daily fractals. You have to park your characters at chests, and you have to park characters at these. Oh gosh, sometimes I'm in the mood to do all of that, and sometimes I just don't want to, and I just want to press insta-sell and do roller beetle races or run around Divinity's Reach. It is okay to not play optimally. Don't stress yourself out by trying to do that. The most important part is that you do what you think is the most fun. Lesson number 5. Variety is the spice of life. One of the things I like to do most on my stream is teaching new people how to raid. So very often I will end up doing the easy raids, Wing 1 and Wing 4. As you can probably imagine, after a while it's got kinda boring doing those same raids over and over. But I found a way to make it exciting again. Playing different builds. In 2023, I did a challenge to make these raids exciting again. I wanted to try out every single elite specialization inside of raids, and gosh, I had so much fun. Even an old boss can feel really exciting again if I'm playing a fun build that I've never played before. Playing Bladesworn feels really different from playing a Tempest or an Untamed. Even if I'm not doing super well, I always have an amazing time if I'm playing something new. Getting outside of your comfort zone is a great way to keep the game fresh, and that doesn't just go for builds. I am mostly a PvE player, but whenever I'm feeling bored of the game, I fire up World vs. World, or I try a PvP game. Doesn't always go super well. Okay, we're gonna go stealth. And now we... Nuke! But it is always a lot of fun. Lesson number 6. The game is way more fun if you're playing with friends. When I first played the game at launch, I was playing together with some friends from high school, but unfortunately they all quit the game pretty fast. It's actually a really sad story. They all fell prey to this horrible thing called League of Legends. I was mostly left playing the game by myself, and I still had a pretty decent time going for my map completion, doing stuff like dungeons, but I wasn't logging in that often. That all changed when one day I was playing my flute outside of Lion's Arch. This random person walked up to me and we started talking about music. We quickly became really good friends, and I even joined the guild she was in. This is truly the moment I got addicted to Guild Wars 2. I wasn't running dungeons by myself anymore, but instead I was running them with people from the guilds. I started chatting with people and I quickly made a bunch of really good friends. The game got so much more fun once I had found my little tribe of people. And now, all these years later, I regularly go on holiday with people that I met in Guild Wars 2. Is this normal in Norway?
Yes. It happens.
And I even got to be a bridesmaid at somebody's wedding. I know that a lot of people prefer playing the game solo, and of course that is totally okay. But for me, once I had made a couple of friends, the game got so much more fun. I also think this goes the other way around. I actually think that a lot of people quit the game mostly because their friends have quit the game. So my advice to you is to put yourself out there. Join a new guild, strike up a conversation, or compliment someone's fashion. I know that trying to make new friends can be really scary, but oh my gosh, it is so incredibly worth it. I also have a guide on my channel on how to make friends. Shameless plug. And then it is time for our final life lesson. Lesson number 7. Help somebody out. Killing a raid boss for the 50th time isn't very exciting, but helping somebody new get their first ever kill on that raid boss, that is kinda hype. The other day, I joined a raids group on LFG trying to get some people their first ever Doom CM kill. We ended up grinding it till 5 AM and it was a total emotional roller coaster. Kill it! Let's go! Oh my god! We didn't give up, we persevered, and we killed it. Ba 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 ba. Du, 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 du. This was the only raid TM you still needed? Oh my god, I'm so glad that I did this terrible decision of streaming Doomsail to 4:30. Let's go! Help helping somebody out is another great way to keep the game fun. Whether you're sending bags to newbies in Queensdale, teaching people raids, or making YouTube guides, helping someone out is a great way to brighten somebody's day and have a great time in the process. And that was 7 life lessons to play GW2 without getting burned out or bored. I really hope it was helpful. If you have any tips or thoughts on this, definitely post them in the comments below or drop by my Twitch stream over at twitch.tv/Leranity. I stream GW2 5 nights a week and I am always down to chat about this stuff. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time.